Jam tarts, Victoria sponges, roly-polies, none of them would be the same without the strawberry jam filling. But I wanted to know which strawberries make the best jam.
And who better to help me find out than the experts? Meet Hilary, Elaine and Natasha, my team of jam makers from East Malling Women's Institute in Kent. Each with years of experience in perfecting preserves, they've accepted my challenge to find the finest British strawberries for their jam, but from 3 very different places. Hilary's going for an everyday option.
Paul's challenged me to make some strawberry jam using supermarket basic range strawberries. And I'm here choosing some strawberries that have been grown locally, about 10 miles away. They're nice uniform size, which is what I want. Good smell, means they're nice and fresh, should be ripe enough. There's a huge selection here, and my problem is choosing the best ones. I think they're all looking rather splendid. Just going to go for it.
Meanwhile, Elaine's hoping that posher produce means better fruit.
Paul's asked me to get a really good strawberry, so I've come to a local farm shop. I'm looking for some strawberries that are not too ripe, because if they're too ripe, they won't set, and that are not underripe, a good size, not too big, but not too small either, because if they're too small, then all you're going to get is a load of seed in your mouth. I think this one looks about right.
The ripeness of fruit is important in jam making, and so too is the level of pectin. Pectin is found in the skins, cores and pips of fruit and helps jam to set.
Strawberry jam's quite difficult to get a set because there's not much pectin in the fruit. Whilst you don't want it to be underripe, you want them to be just nice and ripe so that they've got enough pectin in there and a bit of acidity. So you need lemons to help it to set, and then hopefully you'll get a set.
Getting her jam to set is a concern for Hilary too.
I've got quite a tough challenge using supermarket strawberries because they've possibly been grown undercover rather than ripened in the sunshine, so they might not have a good pectin content.
While Hilary and Elaine are shopping for the best of British, Natasha's taking a scientific approach to her strawberries, with a visit to East Malling Horticultural Research Centre, where they use the appliance of science to develop the strawberry of the future.
The strawberry industry in the UK has been a real success story. Growers have been very progressive in their ideas and uptake of new varieties that we're breeding here at East Malling. Of course, we've got the climate, which is very conducive to strawberry growing. Lots of moisture, which give that real sweet sugar-acid balance.
So with the ideal growing conditions, what choices does Natasha have?
We're looking at 13,000 strawberries here. They're all different. Every single one of them's got its own traits. But we hope that within all of these plants here, there will be one new strawberry for the future that will be out there in probably about 8 years' time.
One option Natasha doesn't have is to wait. My recipe requires jam, so the future needs to happen now.
So I need the best strawberries to take away with me today. So which do you think would make the best jam?
This is one of our latest selections. It hasn't even got a name yet. This isn't even out in the supermarkets yet. The only dilemma that we've got is obviously because these are grown commercially, we've got lots of fruit. With this one, we've only actually got 10 plants. It gives us a very small crop. So
it limits how much I can take away.
So it limits how much you can take away. And if you're able to make jam with this small amount, then you're welcome to take it.
Well, I'm sure Paul would rather quality than quantity. I should take those with me and see what we can do with those.
Well, that's its short supply, so it's got to be special.
Back at the supermarket, Hilary's confident she's got the prize-winning punnets.
Thank you. Bye. OK, I'm ready. I've got my strawberries, cheap and cheerful, ready for the challenge to make Paul a brilliant jam. Fingers crossed.
Right, well, I'll take those. I'll have 3, and that allows for...
And at the farm shop, Elaine feels she's got the cream of the crop.
OK, thanks. Bye. But they smell delicious. So that's another, they've got a lovely, ripe strawberry smell, that slightly tangy smell. You can almost taste the sun on them.
Natasha's hopes lie with her fruit of the future.
Thank you very much, thank you. Normally I would use at least twice as many as these, but because there are only 10 plants, this is as much as we could be given today. I shall just try my best.
Reunited in the kitchen, it's time for the ladies to compare their strawberries, starting with Hilary's.
They are nice. I don't know whether they'd be really good for jam.
They're not very tart, are they?
They're
A bit of tartness is good as it balances the sugar to give the jam a better flavour. Ripe or even slightly underripe strawberries will have more of that important setting agent, pectin.
The flavour is excellent with yours. I would
Yes.
think they'd make
Yeah,
a
I
good
thought
jam.
they were really nice.
Yours are tartar. That is amazing.
That's quite different, isn't it?
Yes.
A good jam needs a balance between the fruit and the sugar, and it seems that what Natasha's strawberries lack in quantity, they make up for in quality.
They were just like sun on the tongue. They were really luscious, they were sweet, they were super. I think they'll make a great jam.
Time to put those strawberries to the test. And in the spirit of fairness, I've asked the ladies to use exactly the same recipe.
Cleared for action. I can hear that squelch. That's brilliant.
I obviously like to play with my food.
This is going to come.
And it's in with the lemon to help release that setting agent, pectin.
It's a lovely colour.
Now the ladies are going all high-tech with this fancy device. It's a jammy gadget, I guess.
Oh, I'm at 60. This is a refractometer, and it measures the level of sugar or the percentage of sugar in the jam. And if it's about 60%, then it should be at a set.
So with all that measuring, pouring, mashing, boiling and testing, the jams are ready.
OK, 3 pots of jam. There we go.
Well done.
So will it be jam made of strawberries from the supermarket, the farm shop, or from the future that I choose for my pud? Let the jam judging begin.
Joining me now are our jam makers, Elaine and Natasha. Where's Hilary?
She's on holiday in Croatia. She's really, really sorry that she couldn't come.
not good enough.
It was booked already, so yeah.
It's not good enough. So can you tell me about the jam that we've got here? How difficult is it to actually make strawberry jam?
It's quite difficult, actually, because strawberries don't set very well in jam. So you've really got to make sure that you've got the right kind of strawberry to get it to set. Otherwise, you end up with something that pours. And if you want a sauce, you know, you can easily end up with a sauce instead of a jam with strawberry. And it would be really interesting to see if these jams have actually set, because they all behave differently. They're all different strawberries.
Can we start with Hilary's, actually, while she's not here? It means I can, if I say bad things about her, she can't hit me.
We'll do it for her.
Now, this is the one made with the supermarket strawberries.
We all use the same recipe, so it should give you a good idea of the strawberries.
So it's the same recipe as well,
Yeah.
OK?
It's a very loose set.
It is.
Hilary has a refractometer, and it was all more than 60%, all of our jams.
The texture's OK, it's a bit watery. It's quite peppery, I find. You know, almost a spice
Yeah.
at the end. Do you know what I mean?
It's very sweet. Her strawberries are very soft, and they produced a lot of juice.
So if we move on to yours, Elaine, this one here. Now, this one was made with the farmers markets.
Yeah.
I mean, you expect a good quality strawberry.
Yes, they were really nice strawberries,
It's a bit thicker than Hilary's, to be honest. It's got more to it.
but it's still what I would call quite a loose set.
Definitely more tart than the first one. That was definitely
strawberries
sweeter.
were.
And it was the same recipe.
Yeah,
So
exactly
it comes down
the
to the
same.
strawberry.
It comes down to the strawberry.
If we're running in sequence, I'd say that one's better than that one. OK, fine, let's try yours, Natasha.
Oh, the moment of truth.
Now, this is the one that was the very special strawberry that's coming out in a couple of years.
Absolutely. It's so new, it doesn't actually have a name yet.
Is there a letter?
No, just a very long
Just
number.
a strawberry. Oh, it's a number, so we call it EF45671B. OK. Very different.
Very, very different. I could tell when I was making it that it was going to set really hard. It just went really quickly.
Great flavour. It's a lot thicker.
It's
But
very
great
thick.
flavour. And a good blend of the sweetness as well. It feels like the tartness of the strawberry against the sweetness of the sugar. Let's actually come up with a great tasting jam.
It's quite balanced, isn't it? Very kind of old-fashioned flavour.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it is, like an old-fashioned flavour.
Summer on the spoon. I mean, it's
that.
lovely.
Summer on a spoon.
They only had 10 plants, with only 10 available, so they've picked as much fruit off it as they could that morning.
So this is a very, very rare jam. I'm going to use this for my recipe, and it's called a love cake. Now, in some parts of the country, it's called a courting cake, given to the person that you're with, just show them how much you love them. Now, This, obviously using a very rare strawberry. Whoever I give this to, it's going to be very special indeed.
To my bowl of flour, I'm adding corn flour to thicken, some sugar, a little bit of salt and some lard.
The reason why I put lard in there, actually, it helps seal the pastry.
Then add milk, a little at a time, and mix it.
And now I'm going to get my hands in there and it's getting near the end. And I would say that will actually do. Crush it all in the bowl, begin to fold it in on itself. At this stage, I'm going to work it slightly, but not too much. At the moment, you see it cracking very easily.
Yeah.
I'm going to work it past that stage. What it's actually doing, it's building up the gluten. You see, it breaks very easy, almost looks like a hot water crust pastry. And I'm happy with that at the moment. Now you begin to roll it out. Just going to turn it into a rectangle, a rough rectangle. Keep on turning it again. So there you have a very rough rectangle. I'm happy with that.
Add some jam and spread it out evenly across the pastry. Fold over the top edge and roll it up. Seal the ends and taper them off slightly.
Now, this is a love cake. So what you turn a love cake into, there's only one thing you can, a heart. And there you have it. Heart shape, goes onto the tray. Isn't that
looks
sweet?
Lovely.
That's lovely.
Brush with milk and prick with a knife to help the steam escape. And pop it in the oven at 200 degrees C for 20 minutes.
So that is a love cake from the past, and ironically with strawberry jam from the future. When it's finished, we'll have a chance to eat it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds great.
You'll love this sweet, jam-packed love cake. It's perfect to share with someone special or to enjoy all by yourself.